Lancaster is busy with his side pieces, and Stephanie is up to more of her devious ways. And guess what, guys? We have a special guest in the building. Stay tuned. This is the Ambitions After Show.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We need some
more
royalty-free, like, urban,
some more crunk music. You can do a little crunk dance with this.
We can do the whoa.
Yes. Well, guys, welcome back. You know, we already started. We crazy today, y'all. Listen, this is the Ambitions After Show. We got a lot to talk about. We got some news and gossip. But, y'all, we got a special guest in this building. Yes. I'm going to introduce her in a second, okay? But I need to let you guys know that I am AJ, one of your hosts. And I got the one and only, you know, Mr. Buzz is back with all the tea.
Mr. Buzz in the house.
And, y'all, we got Slaughter Gang Queen over here, Rocky.
Yes, hey, y'all.
Now, y'all, this next person I'm about to introduce has made her guest appearance on the Ambition Show tonight. That rock rebel, Acacia Leigh.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, everybody. She is playing Deja, the daughter of Titus and Amara. So we got a lot to talk about, and we're going to get all the tea today. Okay, y'all? So I got to ask you first. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Buzz.
I'll tell her how it is.
What are your overall thoughts of today's episode?
I know last week I was so hard on Bella, but this week I was just like, I feel for Bella a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah.
Soft spot.
I was. And now I'm sad we get to see Deja. And so it's like, ooh, very spicy. I like it.
Yes. Rocky, what did you think about today's episode?
I loved it. What I liked the most was just Titus, their family unit. I just really like that Will Packer like really wants to portray like positive family images of the Black community, and so it's always a plus. Like in all the negativity and the drama of the show, like they had a nice moment, and I'm glad that they shared that. So,
Acacia, girl, what did you think about tonight's episode with your little guest appearance, girl?
Yes, hunty.
Yeah, I mean, I was super excited to finally be revealed. As far as the drama, I mean, Stephanie, she's really surprising me, but I'm kind of rooting for her. She is one of those villains. Like she's like you just can't help but like her.
Yeah,
she's your problematic fave.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh,
It's
like
just the different relationships that are starting to unravel is really interesting to see as well.
That is true. So speaking of unraveling, let's go ahead and get into Mayor Lancaster and his side pieces. Now, I want to know what you all thought. I'm not going to lie. When they said that he had a side piece, I thought it was Bella.
Right,
but it's not Bella. He got more than one. He's busy.
Okay, I mean, I feel like when you're rich and you're powerful, and I mean, not all men, but typically kind of goes to their head a little bit faster than it does women, but then we have Stephanie too. So I mean, I don't know, I feel like when you have that type of reach, you can pull anything, and especially if the birds are gonna flock, they're gonna, you know.
Look at Flavor Flav.
I
mean, once you get to a certain point, anybody throw it at you.
Dang. So Acacia, you know, so we found out he had a extra side piece. Is there going to be any more side pieces coming out the work?
What can you tell us?
What can you tell us?
Come on, spill it.
I mean, y'all just gonna have to watch the show every Tuesday to see.
I tried, y'all. Don't worry, I'm gonna get her. She's gonna reveal something.
Let's get into though how you got the role. Like, what was the backstory? How did this come to be?
So actually, it's one of my favorite stories to tell. Basically, this was one of the roles that they said that they wanted her hair shaved on the side. So initially when I seen it, I was like, oh, nah, like I'm cool or whatever. So like I came into the audition, George Piero's the casting director, just super relaxed, super comfortable. And it was my first audition that I actually had like fun. Like it was no pressure. I wasn't worried about anything. And at the end of the audition, he was like, you're a brat. And I was looking at him like, how you know? That's crazy. And that was the one that I ended up booking. So it was just crazy because it was like, wow, like when you have fun and you let go, that's when you're truly just doing your best.
Yeah.
How was it on set?
Oh my gosh, that was so amazing. And like literally from the first moment I was on set, like 7 a.m. something crazy, the first person to like touch my head for hair and makeup up until like me leaving and talking to the producer, Sheila Ducksworth, like it was literally just perfect. Perfect. They're just so kind, so organized. And Essence in particular, she like she really showed me something about being a leader. And what I tell everybody is that she literally spoke and touched every single person as we were walking onto set, like looking them in their eyes. How are you? Good morning. Every single person. And it just really reflects in the show because, I mean, it's just really warm and feels like a family.
Yes.
So,
Speaking of, back to the show, I want to get back into Bella and Mayor Lancaster. So, back in the episode, Mayor Lancaster, he was in the house with Bella. And, football bay comes through. Now, listen, was y'all expecting all that to happen, the sex and all of that, while Mayor Lancaster is in the room?
I thought she was bold.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like
She was real bold.
Real bold.
she just got dumped, so I guess that was like, oh, I'm gonna get back at you right now. So I mean, I guess you saw it coming. The next thing that happened, I didn't see coming.
What?
Well, after he walks out and
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I saw that one coming. It was so just hot. He was like, I'm about to leave. I'm done with you.
Right.
He knocks on the door. The other homeboy at the door, he like, get rid of her. She like, F you and let me come on, throw it back on him on the couch and watch you watch through the mirror.
yeah, I was
it
like,
was
this
just
is too much.
I thought it was just enough, girl. I was like, whoo, come on with it.
In my mind, I was like, man, what would I be thinking if I'm in this situation? Like, would I even want, like, it's just
In whose
too
place?
much.
In whose place would you put yourself?
I don't want to be in any of it. I'm just thinking, like, I feel like as a mayor, you have so many other
Right.
things that you're dealing with. And it's like, and then now it's a whole nother girl that's in we don't even know about yet. I'm just tired, okay? I know he's tired, stressed, just you going through it, okay?
They always find time, though.
Girl,
That's what I'm
always, okay?
I'm just saying.
And that's always the end of their success.
And you know
is
what?
Some random.
It's
Yeah.
always
I
I
funny.
mean, she ain't no random though.
Right.
I mean,
She the baby mama.
Right.
she's not a random. She went from being anonymous to relevant real quick.
Real quick,
Yeah.
real
it's
quick.
just-
That's why
yeah.
I got interested real quick.
Now listen, and you know what? It's so funny because men always dishing stuff that they cannot take.
Hold up now. What
You
trying
have
to
a
say?
whole wife, okay? But you mad because she got a boyfriend. But
Yeah, that
my man, you got a whole wife at home.
Yeah,
that
he
was-
might not have.
And he
her
was
after
like he
tonight.
left out the house sniffing like he was crying. When he was walking to that elevator, he did. He was like,
Well,
y'all
I
ain't
think
hear it.
it was his ego. I think he was just
Yeah.
mad. Like he was just like, I can't believe I sat through that. And I was thinking the same
That's
thing. Like,
crazy.
Would you have walked out? What would you have? What would y'all have done?
Johnny Casey?
Yeah, what would you have done?
If I was him,
If you was the mayor, Mr. Mayor, you went over there to dump it with your side piece, and then your side piece show up, and you got to go hide like you 2 years old in the closet.
it just depends. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like somebody would walk out and confront the situation.
so
But I
you
mean,
would have walked out if
granted-
you was the mayor? You would have walked out?
I don't know. I don't think I'd be in that situation.
okay,
Okay, well, I got a question, Acacia.
Yeah.
Is Bella smart or is she just trifling? Okay, because think about it.
What a
You
spectrum.
got your current man in the house.
I feel like
Your new piece come.
I feel like she's smart in the aspect of women have sex with men for way less. So
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that she's trying to get her business up, you might as well do something if you're gonna be the mistress or the side chick or whatever other names, a
Right.
home wrecker. You might as well get your business.
let's
Yeah.
just call it what it is.
Right.
Okay?
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no
broke.
broke.
She ain't. He got money and power.
I know
And
that's
you know what?
you
A lot of
need
people
in
gonna be
life.
mad at me, but I'm not. I can't lie. Mayor Lancaster is so sexy to me. His character, that money, that power. Like
I'm
he
with
just
it.
he's
Really?
trifling, but he like real powerful. Like
But
he
you
got
rich
that
and
little-
trifling. I can deal with that. Now, if you broke, is out there that's trifling,
Listen,
we got to talk about
what
it.
did Future say? Are you crying in the? What do you say? Are you crying in the Honda or what do you say? The Phantom or the Honda?
Yeah, see, you can't be in no Honda doing no mess like that. That's
No.
all I'm trying to say. So I guess she is
You
smart.
know.
Okay, so before we get into the next topic, Rocky, you got a message for our viewers?
I sure do. Listen, y'all love us. See, that means you want to see us every week, right? So you have to go on YouTube right now and give us all 5 stars, subscribe, like, comment, and we got a guest.
Please.
Do it. Come on. You love
Yes.
us. This is why
Yes,
we're
honey.
here. The
Yes.
entire reason why we're here. But yeah,
Yes.
so we can continue to be the ESPN of TV talk. Yes, 5 stars. love
5
it.
stars,
Yeah,
and thank you
5
for hopping
stars.
in the live chat, guys.
I
If y'all got
know.
questions for Acacia, let us know what your questions are. We are
Yes.
reading the questions, guys. Let us know.
I know, right? Live chat popping.
Popping. Well, let's go ahead and get into Miss Robin Giddens' character, Stephanie.
She gets worse every episode. Because I didn't.
Worse.
I feel like she gets worse. Like she's
Like worse as in better or worse as in worse?
No, worse as in like she's a terrible person.
Whoa, wait, hold on. I just felt
Stephanie?
so personally attacked. Yeah, she's like a boss.
I mean, she's an evil boss. Sure. Yeah, like I mean, she's not a good person. Are we saying she's a good person?
I'm saying she has ambition. And you saw I tied the title back into that.
Okay, so what you got? What you think about Stephanie?
I feel like I'm very interested in seeing what her big plan is.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, me
obviously right now, like, she really doesn't, she's not really showing me signs of loyalty to anybody but herself.
Right.
So
right.
it's just like, I know that you're playing everybody in here, and I wonder what the big to do is.
Right.
Like, what is
the end
it?
goal.
Right, exactly.
That's so true. I didn't even think about that. Because if history has shown people who are like that, like who floaters or whatever, who's out for themselves, they're usually the ones that either get burnt at the end of it, or they're the ones who end up being triumphal. So I'm very interested to see. Yeah.
Well, she said
we
she's
got
trying
a
to.
lot of episodes to find out.
Yeah, she's right. She's trying to take. So is it more than her trying to take over her father's company?
Oh, come on. What you about to
mean-
speak?
Sperm? Because that's what I thought.
But then also too, you have to look at the relationship with Titus. That's her ex. That's her college.
yeah.
That's her best friend.
Okay,
And
that's
then-
right. Okay, so
Joe
Stephanie.
Daddy Creep. Come on, let us know.
Basically.
And we talking about her daddy in the show, not her real
Yeah,
not the real daddy.
I
We
love
talking
you,
about
Dad.
Titus.
I love you, Dad. Okay, I'm gonna say I love you all the dads out there. Right, Father's Day just passed. Kind of.
So speaking of Titus, so Stephanie and Titus meet up, guys. They reminisce,
I love Titus.
They kind of rekindle some. Well, no, I said they bonded over some memories. They rekindled in his mind because he thought he was touching on her, but
He was fantasizing.
fantasizing.
Well, she must have something wonderful. That's all I'm gonna say. Stephanie, because I just feel like
You wouldn't want to be in her presence.
no. Like
Her
I mean,
presence is
it's
breathtaking.
It's like a
Yes,
lot.
I'm with you. We're on the same page.
Stephanie,
I want to learn from her. I would want to be her assistant.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's like, yes, of course, you're a confident person. You take control of what you have or what you want in life. But at the same time, your energy is just bad. And I just wouldn't want that part of it. Sure. Give me some tips on how to control, be a tyrant.
Yeah.
Dictator.
Casey, they're saying they love your outfit.
I know.
Right now?
Yes, you were really breathtaking in the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
said they
I
love your outfit.
actually put thought into this outfit, so I'm glad that you guys like it.
I wish you could stand up and you guys
Lauren
could see
Mail.
it, but
Yeah.
check out
We'll
our
take
Instagrams
pictures.
at the end. We'll definitely show y'all
Yes,
pictures.
because she is like fly.
Yeah, it's very different from Deja.
But I had to find, well, yeah. Her episodes get a little bit more like she's
gonna come
okay.
down.
She tones
Okay.
it all. I think that they saw was like, yeah, we need to tone her down a little
Okay.
bit
Yeah.
more.
That initial like rocker look, is that something you would do in real life? Is that ever in your personality?
It's like the gentle rocker.
But that's what I love and appreciate about Deja so much is because literally it was like when I was getting dressed, I was just like, y'all want me to have how many piercings? I got.
Are those
all
real?
this-
Were those real?
Well, I did have my nose pierced at the time, but they were ready for
your
me.
lip is not pierced right now.
No, none of them are. Yeah, but they were ready. They had all the piercings, all of them. So
All of them.
it was interesting because like when I would send pictures to my friends, they'll be like, "No, you gotta keep that look." I'm just looking at them like, "Y'all wildin'."
That is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it when you stepped into that role, when you got dressed in that rocker look, was it like, oh, this is something different and I'm about to rock it out? Or was it like, what in the world do I have on?
It was definitely kind of both.
Gotcha.
It was kind of, I mean, like, of course, if you're ever dressed a certain type of way, it's so much easier to be that person.
Yeah.
But then also, too, like, it wasn't that hard to be Deja just because I feel like all of us have our inner brat inside of us. So that was very easy. When they're like, we want more added to, I'm like, oh, bet. That's perfect. But
So you had to bring more.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's a trip.
Yeah.
But it was ultimately, I did like the hair though. I did like the hair.
Yeah,
the little bantu.
Of course, like
Bantu
anything
knots.
for the culture.
Anything
bringing back
for the
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah, let's really
Yeah.
show us
Yeah.
up. So Bantu knots, and then also them being like colorful rainbow colors. There was a lot of talk about that. Shout out to Jorge
Yeah.
and Wankia too. They
did your hair, they did your
because they were supposed to cut my hair off, so that was a thing.
Oh.
They wanted it it shaved
I can't do that,
originally,
baby.
and I was like literally begging, like, please no. So then they were just
Wow.
like, yeah, let's do this, and it's so much. I love it. I love the hairstyle.
Okay.
I actually did keep my hair like that too.
Okay.
Yeah. for a little bit after.
Question. So what would be your dream character? What type of role would you really, really want to play if you could play any role?
Honestly, I want to be in a Marvel movie. I want to be a
A
superhero.
lot of people say that.
I want to be a
Because them
superhero.
checks come with that, honey. And recurring movies.
That's who.
Understand.
But like, I grew up with my dad watching like all the Marvel movies. So like, I always said, yeah, like when you see me in a Marvel movie, you know I made it.
So who's your favorite superhero?
Definitely an X-Men kind of girl.
Girl, I love
gonna say.
X-Men.
So,
Who?
I mean. Okay, so back in the day, it used to be Kitty. I don't know if y'all remember her. She was the one that could run through the walls. She's kind of weak now, but when the cartoon was out, it was definitely her.
Okay.
But I like Catwoman. for
Catwoman?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Halle Berry. Yes.
I'm on
Storm.
with
I love, Storm.
on the cat suit.
Storm,
Yeah,
girl.
all that, yeah.
So lit.
Did you see
Okay.
Dark Phoenix?
No, is it out already?
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
It's getting,
Mm-hmm.
not the best reviews, but
I definitely need to see
it's
it.
the end of the
Your character.
franchise. So
Quick question. Your character, Deja, which superhero character do you think she would be closest to?
Oh my gosh, she would be Rogue.
Rogue.
Gotcha.
I can see
Yeah.
that. I
Totally
can see
be
that.
Rogue, for sure.
Yes. So
Yeah.
speaking
Yeah.
of daughters, let's go ahead and get into the Purefoy's daughter and the Carlisle's daughter. So, they kind of get their little
Freak on.
Yeah, I
Get your
mean,
freak
I was
on.
trying to say it in
Get
a
your
nice
freak
way,
on.
but they
Mr.
kind of
Buzz
get
will
that
tell it.
freak on. Oh, thank you, Mr. Buzz. That's why we got you here. I need you to
I
say
got
what
this mask on. I can say some things.
So, I mean, they kind of hook up a little bit. Was y'all expecting
A
that?
little bit, girl.
Okay.
That's a lot of bit.
What did y'all
As
think?
the daughter on the show, as the resident daughter on the show, what did you think about the other daughters getting it on? Is it a menage a trois in the future?
I don't know, but I do know that it just makes it way more messy, of course.
Yeah, sex
so
makes everything messy.
But also, too, it's the best slap in the face she can do to her mother for criticizing
Yeah.
her artistry.
Yeah.
Which is-
that was so terrible.
That was
Exactly.
disrespectful.
You're not a
understood
Viola
her.
Davis.
Right.
And now it's just gonna be a line though. You're not a Viola
Right.
Davis.
And I feel like that's a conversation that a lot of actors have with their parents. When their parents
Yeah.
mean well, like
Yeah.
my mom said that to me too. She was just like, yeah, but what do you really want to be when you grow up? I'm like, an actor. She was like,
do you think it's because they're
Well,
scared,
you got this
though?
role.
I mean, absolutely. If you think about it, like, especially if that's not possible or it's never been done, like, with your own eyes, it's like when somebody says, I want to be the president of the United States, like, of course it's possible, but does that individual have the work ethic
Yeah.
and, the
Right.
heart,
Determination.
the ambition?
What does she say
Yes.
now?
Oh, she's so proud of me now.
Yeah.
It's literally, right. It's literally the best feeling. Like, I think that, like, my purpose in life has partially been fulfilled, that my parents are proud of me.
You have the sweetest. I wish everybody could feel how sweet her spirit is. You are so sweet and so nice.
That was really nice.
Yeah, that's all.
Now you gotta have me think
And
of something for my mama and daddy.
but they say, with parents sometimes too, sometimes like you said, they just want to protect you from like failure, or they just
Right.
want to protect you so much. So it's not sometimes that they don't necessarily support you. It's just like they don't want to see you go through
Oh yeah.
rejection.
I feel like we all probably
sometimes
went through that. Because I mean,
Yeah.
my parents was like, "Oh, you're moving to LA," and I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Okay."
Right.
They didn't
Yeah.
take it seriously, but
Yeah.
then when you're like, "Oh, now I've been here for this amount of time, and
Right.
you're successful," you have to just make parents believers
Yeah.
because they're not gonna. I mean,
Shoot, I feel like individuals think that too. I remember it was a point where I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm moving to LA."
that's
But
the
it's like,
haters
yeah.
too.
But
That's
you know
the
what they
haters.
say? They
Right.
say if you tell somebody news and they don't, accept it or appreciate it, don't get mad, because that means they're not a part of your destiny.
Right.
Like, they're not supposed to see your
Yeah.
vision.
Bump
They're
you
not
up,
supposed
right.
to see it because they're not supposed to follow you in that journey. So
Come
Right.
on.
Right.
you
right,
listen,
right.
I got the
Sermons.
knowledge, child. I be
Come on
dropping
with it.
these wisdoms down here. But yes, that's just all I gotta say for that. So we see more of Amara and Titus's relationship, and I think in this episode I seen more of a loving.
Yeah.
I seen them have fun, like
Right.
they were
Like,
actually
despite
love
the
each
drama.
other. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I loved it.
Oh, Mr. Buzz, what you got to say? I done seen that slow
I
head
just feel
turn.
like, look, Titus is like, even though, like, I feel like I don't know how long it's gonna last.
That's where I was about to go.
I don't know how long it's gonna last, but Titus has been holding it down in those situations where men could easily choose the other woman or his wife. And like, even
Yeah.
though he got did scandalous, he is still staying true. And that's something that you don't often see in dramas.
Absolutely.
So I honestly, I'm
Shout
going
out
to
to the
say,
brothers.
I hope that Titus,
Black men don't cheat.
that narrative is so whack.
That's hashtag Black men don't cheat.
Hey. But either way, Titus, hopefully you continue to be that you
Right.
don't cheat. Titus
Right,
don't
right.
cheat.
You know,
Tell us about your daddy.
Listen,
Come on, tell us about your dad, girl. He's
is
scandalous.
Titus gonna cheat?
He's scandalous.
So the thing that I think is interesting about the father-daughter relationship that they have is like, just from my experience, if I ask my dad for something, he's gonna give it to me. But it's interesting if you watch like when she's like talking to her parents, trying to bargain with them a later time, like they really got each other's back, like no, what your mother said and all of that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Even when I
Yeah.
was on set, I was really like pushing for like, you know, to get a nod or something. He was just like, no, what your mother said. I'm like, oh, it's
Okay.
like
Wow.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Bet.
awesome. That's
It
so
is.
awesome.
Yes.
It is.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go.
No, speaking of being on set, what was it like, you know, working with Essence Atkins?
Yeah,
Like,
man,
what was it like? Talk
She's
to us.
so amazing. Like, literally so
Okay.
amazing. Like, I think that especially coming from Atlanta, being an Atlanta actor, like, we're really trained. Like, all right, when you go on set, you know, don't talk to nobody. Don't, you know, just do your job.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, do your job and keep it pushing. Like, you know, they really, like, train you how to be professional. And you hear a lot of horror stories about, like, people being on set and just, like, I don't know, causing ruckus or whatever. So I think when I first got there, like, that was really my mindset, was just kind of tunnel vision. Like, you know, I'm going to come here and do my job. And, you know, particularly Essence, she, like, really just made me feel so comfortable. I mean, like, above and beyond, like, to the point where after that day, I took a look at myself and was like, how are my interactions with other people making them feel? Because if this person can, like, really make me feel good, like, I want all of my interactions with other people to be like
Energy,
that. So.
energy,
Energy.
everything.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what I'm, you know.
So you basically saying she was real mean and ruthless on the set, right?
Not at
I get you. Shout out. I was just messing. That's awesome, though.
Yeah,
That's
she
really
was-
awesome.
Yeah.
Super, super blessed.
Yes, I like that. We love Essence Atkins, Robin Givens, all of them classics, guys. And also, you know, stay tuned as well, because next week we'll have another special guest. We'll have Titus. Then the week after that, we'll have Bella, guys.
Y'all just
Hey,
coming on.
right.
Yes.
I know.
Rocky, what
Yes.
you had to say?
Oh no, you're retweet.
I want to. Listen, I want to circle back to this doo-wop pop scene with the two daughters, because I know we kind of skipped past that.
Well,
Just
you
for a
know,
little second.
I'm happy that also too, just the LGBTQ community is
Absolutely.
getting put on the platform so much more, like in media. Like I'm so excited, and also too, I just because I've seen the other actress from Star, I forget her name, but she was on Star as well. We obviously know that it got canceled, unfortunately, but it's nice to see actresses moving from one show to the next and like keep continuously getting work. Black actresses continuously getting work. Like I'm so excited.
Have you got any more work from the show? When did the show officially wrap?
End of April.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the end of April.
That was like just yesterday.
Yeah,
then.
it was. It was
Yeah.
really fast. Like it was really fast. They filmed very fast.
When did you guys start?
Well, my episode, I filmed this one in the end of November. So I'm going to assume, since that's episode 3, maybe like the beginning of November to the end of April.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And they were working. We were on Tyler Perry's studio, so...
Oh, he moves fast. He shot a whole movie in like 8 days.
Come on, but
He
Tyler
did.
Perry Studios.
Yeah.
So
dope.
it's huge.
Yeah.
So like all of the sets were there and everything. So it was amazing. And then just the crew was just phenomenal. They're right on time with everything. So I can see why they got so much done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professional.
But then
Efficient.
also too, so far I have, since moving to LA, I've been getting a lot of great auditions. So
That was my
on.
next question. Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Because this is like the ultimate reel. I mean,
It
you on like a
is.
network show. It's like,
Man,
shoot.
I'm like, what?
Yes.
Oh my God. So do you think, are you excited? Because this is the first time that you've came on the show.
Yeah.
To like see what like the fans think. If you're going to go like out to Kroger's, they'd be like, hey, Titus, how you doing? girl?"
Yeah, it's interesting because when I first got on the show and was in hair and makeup, I was talking to Jorge, who did the Bantu knots and everything, and he had said to me, he was like, "Yeah, mommy, like, get used to going to Starbucks and not getting noticed and not getting recognized," and I was just like, "What?"
Oh my God.
So no, it's not there yet, but I'm just really excited to be a part of a new show too,
Yes.
and be able to see it unravel and just watch everything.
Girl, the sky is the limit, girl.
Exactly.
This is only the beginning. And I remember we talked before, and I said, no, girl, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Like, what you got, don't question it.
Yeah.
This is for you, and this is the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes. So, back to these daughters, though, what you was saying earlier.
Okay, yeah. So this is, my thought process of that whole interaction or whatever is that I'm not gonna say I appreciate it, but it's like it got to come out in like a scandalous type of way. What you were talking about, like putting the LGBT community on board. It's like, dude, they got to be coming out in a scandalous, like sneaky, backdoory. It's kind of
you
wrong.
don't like the sneaky thing. You need things to just.
I mean, I'm not saying you got to put it all out there like that on like that, but I'm just saying like. That's the way we gonna introduce this, and especially because we have. I just want to say, in the Black community, there's a hard stigma with that. You know what I mean? So, to me, that's probably the one thing that I think was like, okay.
I'm just happy that they're showing it at all. Like I mean, because I feel like we have a lot of different shows. Like we were just talking about on Netflix back with Sex Education.
Yeah.
There's so many shows that are showing just all the spectrums of the LGBTQ community, and I feel like with her, I mean, she's not ready to come out. She's not ready. She hasn't gotten to that point where she's able to.
Yeah. It's a true story.
This is their secret
Her mom
right now.
ain't even accepted her acting yet. So
Right.
Acting, so I don't think she would accept her sexuality.
The things that she's known about her forever, she still hasn't accepted.
Yeah, it's like not that.
So how do y'all think that Stephanie is gonna find out? Stephanie and Maria Lancaster is gonna find out that their daughter is liking girls.
I know. I feel like she'll be accepted by her father.
How do you think they're gonna find out? Do you think she's gonna tell them, or a scandal is gonna
Pure got something up under that. That's the thing.
Wait, what?
You think she's setting her up to
Yes,
die?
yes, that's what I mean. Okay, so let me finish what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say was I don't like how it's coming out and like how it's being used in such a weaponizing, scandalous. Like we're gonna bring it up to the forefront. Like we're trying to show Black people who are lawyers and doctors and like it's no big deal. It's no thing. That was the thing that I was like, But
then if you think about it though, it's like going with that narrative. Stephanie, she was trying to tell her to do the same thing with Khalil. As far as him to, so it do make sense for
these are business deals.
You know what I'm saying? Like that does make sense. But one thing I was gonna say, going back to what you said about it coming out in a scandalous way.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's still relevant though. Like right now we are in an era where of course the LGBTQ community is more accepted, but it's still new for people. Still, and people are very much so still experiencing this. Like what do I identify as, and how do I come out and share this? So I think that even though a TV that is usually the narrative, it's sneaky or whatever, I do think that is still very relevant to what's going on today.
Got you.
Especially for her, because she's not a part of the scandal. She's just experiencing her sexuality.
Just bystander.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think
we think. Because y'all saw what happened to the mom, the mom last episode.
Oh wait. Which mom? Was it
Stephani's mom?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, I kind of think Stephanie does know that she's
like girls.
Yeah, that she's queer. I think she knows. I mean, I feel like moms know everything, and while she's crazy, I feel like she's just gonna wait until that comes out.
She was on that app looking at the girls. Parents. I think parents will be sneaking in their kids' phones. I just think they do.
I'm sure they do. I would.
So, I would too, for sure.
So do y'all? So y'all say so? If and when they do find out, do you think they will be accepting of her sexuality?
I think so.
Yeah.
What
about Mayor Lancaster? So. You think so? Him too?
I think so. I mean, if anything, Will Packer will make somebody be accepting of it. I feel like he's just kind of on that. He's on that movement.
Yeah.
But. And even if they don't, I mean, I feel like if that's the case, and that's a whole nother storyline, let them run away together.
I think, I don't think that her parents, just as the narrative is going, I don't think her parents will be accepting of it. If we're talking about a prediction type thing. Right. But I think that would make her go to her auntie a lot more and bring her auntie storyline in a lot more and make her go, you know what I mean?
Rondell?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I think that's going to be.
Yeah.
Right, let's, Rondell, okay, she's going
And I think that it would be more so of a disappointment that she she's not living the life that they specifically want
That's
her to
why
live.
I think so.
Yeah, especially since like once you get money, I feel like people forget that like life does its own thing. They think that they can control it. So I think that it'll be more so to that effect versus we don't accept you or we don't love you.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll just have to keep watching. Yeah. Well, guys, it's time for our news and gossip. Rocky, what you got for us today, girl?
News and gossip. So, y'all, Will Packer, we've been talking about him all segment long, but he tweeted out that its ambitions has become extremely successful. All cable with women 25 through 54, all broadcasting cable with African American 25 through 54 women, 18 through 49 household total. Ambitions is #1 across that time period of broadcast stations. Right? So Will Packer tweeted, we'll pull up that tweet. This is huge. This is my first ever television drama, and the response has been amazing. I'm so damn proud of this show and this team. Thank you to everyone for watching. The saga continues tonight, which we all saw, and here we are today talking about it. So that's amazing. Congratulations to you.
Yes.
I mean, because I feel like it's very hard for pilot seasons to really stick.
Yeah, and
this obviously,
I mean, gold, people. Though. This is gold. So
see,
this is
ordered a lot of episodes, so they must have believed in it as well.
Oh yeah,
I was like, wow, especially now in today's time.
Yeah, and fun fact too, the creator and executive producer was obsessed. Had never written a show before, but he was obsessed with dramas and soap operas. And so Will Packer was like, I need you to come on to the show. Like, that's wild.
Did you think that this was going to be as big as it was, or no? Or did you just like, listen,
not at all, but it's like, I love the fact that I'm watching it get bigger, and I'm just like,
part of the ride.
I'm like, yo, I had no idea that this is what it is, but thank God that I was chosen. Like,
Oprah Network.
Absolutely. And Will Packer is phenomenal. He, when I seen him on set, one of the days I was on set, and he was like, I've been watching your work. I'm proud. I was just like,
I will melt. Like, what?
Exactly. Like, literally everything that everybody said to me just really was just super sweet. And I'm just looking at them like, y'all making me feel real warm and fuzzy.
It's true.
Listen,
something going on that is inside of me. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's cool though, because now the narrative for Hollywood is changing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not so as like weird and sus now. Like, it's nice to see the new artists that are coming forward and like growing up into it or like having a good experience.
Exactly.
When did you move here to LA?
I just moved here in January.
How do you like it compared to Atlanta?
I love Atlanta so much. It gave me my start. But LA is where I've always wanted to be. And I think for, Hollywood's in LA. So just the opportunity, the biggest thing between here and Atlanta is I think that there are just more opportunities. Out here, of course. But Atlanta is really doing their thing. The biggest thing that I love about Atlanta is that they're really for their people. Like, they're really for Atlanta actors. So Kendrick Cross is an Atlanta actor who books series regular. So they're bringing a lot of actors, up in their work and their projects, and I'm excited to see what happens.
So what advice would you have for any actors or actresses that want to, land their big role but is currently facing rejection?
That's a good question.
Thank you, Mr. Buzz.
I would say, honestly, just stay your course. Stick to the script. I've listened to a lot of Nipsey Hussle since he's passed, and he talks a lot about that. And it's the truth. I would say 2018 was a very hard year for me. Very, very hard year for me. Just growing pains, not knowing, like, getting to a point of where I was just really comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I think I decided to move to LA, and I literally booked, like, right before it happened. So it was just confirmation of that everything is going where it's supposed to go. So I would just say, like, we all go through it. Like, we all experience all those different feelings and emotions and things, and you just got to stick to it because it's about longevity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's a marathon. Anything that came quick was not worth keeping.
It wasn't.
Anything that...
baby. She's dropping them, honey.
Y'all know what? Y'all...
How long were you in the...
I'm so over you. Go ahead, ask this question, because we got to wrap up.
Okay, this last question. How long were you in the game before you landed this role? Like, how long were you hustling for before you landed the role?
I started acting in the 4th grade, doing plays and things, but I would say I've been in Atlanta for 4 years, so maybe 3.5 years
Got you.
of like classes, workshops.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what you were doing during that time. Classes, because a lot of people come out here. I noticed that, and then the first year they ready to give up. It's like I ain't booked nothing. I ain't did nothing.
Class is key. You gotta stay trained. You gotta stay in class, even just for networking.
Always learn something every day.
That's a good.
Yes. Always work on.
Come on, you got another.
I know. I did want to ask. So okay, we were talking before the show aired. We have the same middle name, but but I had to ask her. I like to know how people come up with their stage names, like how they decide this is the name that I want to present to the world as an artist. So yes, tell us your story.
So when I was a little girl, my dad he thought I was gonna be a singer, and he would be like, you know why I named you Acacia Leigh? And I'd be like, why? And then he'd be like, because you're going to be a singer. You're going to be a star. So,
can you sing,
I can't sing.
Okay,
come on, tell us. Come on, sing.
I've been trying. I really try. It don't work. But, you know, I'm an actress. So, like, I decided, you know.
That was
you still in entertainment and doing your thing.
I feel like he spoke that into my
existence. Did you tell him that's why you chose it?
Oh, all the time, yeah. Well, I put it on Facebook, so I figure it's the same thing.
That is so sweet.
She's so sweet and warm and fuzzy, and it's so nice.
That's
so sweet. So scandalous, girl.
So sweet.
That is nice. That is that's beautiful. Because now he's gonna be like, man, that's why I knew.
I always knew. She was gonna be a star. That's how they be. Like,
right.
You know that. I always knew.
2 seconds ago, go get you a job. No, I always knew.
Right.
I told everybody. That's it. I was right from the bottom. You just
got it from the bottom. Now we here.
Real though. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes,
you
congratulations.
You did that.
Now I have to ask everyone, what are our predictions for next week's episode?
I almost forgot.
Predictions. We got to get into it.
Okay.
Who want to start?
I think she should start.
Okay. What's your predictions of Casey, a girl?
So, boom. The fact that they just brought...
Damn! Come on with it.
The fact that they just brought Damien in the picture.
I was going to say him, girl. Go ahead. Tell us.
I mean, it's just going to be drama. I mean, I absolutely, obviously. But, I mean, I'm sure that Stephanie's going to, like, somehow... try to intimidate Amara, mess up their relationship somehow with Damien. I don't know. I don't know.
Girl, you don't know.
Have you seen any of the episodes?
No.
You're watching live with us.
I'm watching live. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I did have the script, so I did know what was happening with this episode, but that's it. And then the other episodes that I'm in.
Gotcha.
Okay. Rocky?
I honestly really don't know. I just think I really don't know. I feel like Amara's gonna kind of lean away from Stephanie. I think she's like, I feel like right now she's in a very positive energy circle with her and Titus. So I feel like she's gonna focus on that more so, and then Stephanie's gonna get mad at some point that she's not giving her the attention that she wants.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like, and in the end of all of this, I feel like Amara's gonna be on the upper hand.
Oh.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buzz, Mr. Buzz.
I think Bella is gonna overplay her hand. Girl, gonna get a padlock and an eviction notice on that door. Homeboy football bay is gonna find out some stuff that's going on, gonna try to confront the mayor. He gonna wind up dead. So go and sit back down, football bay, before you get too crunk on somebody.
Do you think he's gonna give it up though? Do you think he's gonna immediately be like, I know, or do you think he's gonna like play along with her? Like act like he don't know.
I would play along. But then again, you know, per last prediction, somebody think he gay. So
I do think he's still gay. But
I just think he's still gay. Like, what?
You think who gay?
I think the football bay is gay.
It's gonna come out and
Bella
say that he's gay.
piece.
Listen.
No.
I don't see that.
If not,
see, I didn't either. I didn't either. But you
Do
know,
we know for sure that that's Evan's son though?
that's what I. That's
he
what
didn't
I.
Oh, that's what we said last week. We don't know. We predicted we were unsure because, you know, Bella
come on,
busy.
spill it all out.
Bella
she
busy.
said it tonight though, or she said it tonight. I had your son, or something like that.
Listen, Bella been busy. We gotta get a
Don't forget
paternity
she got those
test.
pictures. That's what I'm thinking. I'm
And
saying,
a video, and
she
a
about
sex
to go
video.
up in there all types of crunk because there's about to be that red letter on that door and that padlock. She about to go in there crunk and about to get put in her place.
But she got the sex video too, remember?
Right.
She recorded them. So she got videos, pictures. Y'all, Bella about
She about to die.
Yo,
She gonna die.
tune
Yeah.
in. Bella will be here in 2 weeks, guys.
Yes.
Next week we having Kendrick. That's Titus. Guys, y'all gotta stay tuned on the after show because you know we lit. But real quick, my predictions are I want to see more of Damian Collins because I know Stephanie about to pull up something with her and Amara and all of that. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. We're gonna keep these predictions going. Where can we find you at, Rock?
You can find me on all social media at Raquel Harris TV.
Buzz, where can we find you?
Next week, I'll be able to reveal myself, so then I'll tell you a lot more then. And I'll tell you why.
And Acacia, where can we find you on social media?
Acacia __Leigh, and you spell that ACACIA, 2 underscores, and then LEIGH.
LEIGH. Leigh.
Yeah,
okay.
Leigh.
And everyone, I'm AJ. Follow me on Instagram at Crimson Pearl. See y'all next week. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.